go live for the Cool Weirdos Podcast. Give me 1 second. All right. The countdown is beginning, so we're getting ready to start right now. I think it's 8 o'clock. There we go. Make sure my lips look right. Hey y'all. You have to make sure you're smiling when it first come on, honey, or it'll have you looking crazy in the thumbnail. So let's see here. We are getting ready to go live. We're here live on Instagram. We're live here on YouTube. So I'm getting ready to start the recording. Giving y'all a little second to join in if you're gonna join in live. All right. Welcome to the Cool Weirdos Podcast. I am your host, Asha Cerise. This is the Cool Weirdos Podcast, and Cool Weirdos is my brand. Weirdos is an acronym for while everyone is replicating, demonstrate originality. It is for all of the unique individuals who are free-spirited, free-thinking, march to the beat of their own drums. And this podcast is all about healing, self-love, self-discovery, intentional dating, relationships, and trending topics. So I want to make sure that you all have connected with me on all platforms. If you are not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, we're live over here on YouTube. But if you're here or watching the playback, make sure you go to youtube.com/at Asha Cerise, which is spelled OSHACERESE. If you are not on my Instagram or you're seeing this playback or you're seeing this has been shared somewhere, make sure you're following me at Asha Cerise, OSHACERESE. And that's me on all platforms. I'm Asha Cerise on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. If you want to like my Facebook page, it is facebook.com/I am Asha Cerise. Otherwise, y'all know how to find me, OSHACERESE. So we're going to have some interesting conversations tonight. This is the last Wednesday, so last show of the month. February is all about love surrounding Valentine's Day and everything. So I wanted to make sure I kept the theme going. Last week, I believe we switched it out a little bit. We talked more about like intentional dating type stuff, which is love as well. But I wanted to talk about love throughout February. So this topic tonight is, when are we going to admit we all want the same thing? And before I go any deeper into that conversation, since we do talk about trending topics around here, I want to get on Sierra right now. So Sierra released a little snippet of a song that she's working on. I think it's called For the Girls. And some of the lyrics that she's saying in this song is, this is for the girls that get money. This is for the girls that don't need no man. And this is for the INDEPENDENT women that paying their own bills and got their own stuff or whatever else. Now, we all know we have several themes that talk about being an independent woman, not needing no man, getting it on your own, Miss Independent, all of these type of songs. We have all of these. But when it comes to Sierra, ma'am, we trying to get like you. I just don't understand it, because women have been asking Sierra for her prayer for years, because she went from, having dating in the industry. She's been with Bow Wow, 50 Cent, a couple of other guys, and then most popular, Future, who she has her first son with. She went from those relationships to meeting Russell Wilson, who is a seemingly good guy, football player, multimillionaire, successful, and seemingly treats her with love, adoration, respect, and all of the things that most women want. They have 2 children of their own. He's a great stepfather to her son. And everybody's sitting here asking this woman for her prayer to get that. And in return, she's given us a theme to say we don't need no man while she's in the studio with her ring on her finger. Girl, be be for real. I'm trying not to cuss. So my thing about that is I don't understand when it comes to her team why she wouldn't just make music or make a whole album surrounding what the people want, which is Sierra's prayer. Like I know she has songs here and there talking about her love and everything, but like a whole album, I would have called my album the my prayer or Sierra's prayer, and talk about the journey to finding love and all of these the things that she went through in order to get to her man, and talk about the beauty of being married and having these children or whatever, having these children, having this beautiful family. I know a lot of people might not want to hear that, but there's a whole audience that does. And I honestly feel like when it comes to Sierra's target audience, I know I went to a Sierra concert when I was a teenager, and I think we're maybe a year or two apart. So I think I would be her target audience. And a lot of women that are in my age bracket and in her target audience, we done been through the ratchetness and the ups and downs and the trials and tribulations of love. A lot of us now are healing, or we have healed past a lot of the things that we went through. We're not into the toxicity. We desire to have true, genuine, beautiful love. And if you have that and you have this platform and you have all these people asking you what's the secret of finding it, why are you telling us to celebrate not needing no man? Girl, peace. So, another thing I wanted to say about that is, don't get me wrong, there's a time and a place for everything. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I don't listen to ratchet music sometimes. If Webby, INDEP, if that came on right now, I'm going to get up and say, hey, if, we listening to certain music by certain people at certain times, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the message we want to hear all the time. We're no longer there. So when we have a woman that's already where we want to be, we don't really want to hear the independent, don't need no man type energy from her. I can't tell her what to do with her artistry and who to work with as far as songwriters, but I just think it would make more sense to cater to the people that's asking you for what the prayer is and all of that. One of the songs that I really love about Love by Sierra. I've always been a Sierra fan. But she has this song that is about her love for Russell, and it's called The Greatest Love. And when I tell you, when I listen to the song, the video is dope too. It's simple, but it's giving just tapped into love. I get chills every time I watch this video and listen to this song. I don't know, it might not be all that to everybody else, but I really love it. Like, it's her pouring out her heart and talking about her husband and how he came into her life and how he accepted her son and how he looks at their children. And I'm just like, I'm here for an album like that. But, I just feel like we have enough of the other type of music. Like, we got the City Girls, Real That, Give Up About It. We got all that. Because we got all that. We got the, like I said, Webby Independent. We got Beyonce talking about single ladies. Girl, you got your billionaire husband and your children, and where you go duck off and don't nobody know what you got going on, but you telling us to be, oh, I'm a single lady. Girl. So I just feel like we need more of, we need some music to cater, and there's music out there. I'm not saying that it's not available because I listen to it, but we need more music from the women that are already there in the marriages, in the frequency of love, the things that we're currently trying to manifest. We need more music to allow us to tap into that. Like, I was thinking about Glorilla. I ain't gonna lie, if FNF come on, I'm FREE. I didn't turn it up while I'm driving and jam to the music or whatever. That dates me saying jam, but I'm listening to the music, vibing to the music. But that's a time and a place for that. I don't want to hear that when I'm listening to Sierra. I don't know. But Glorilla, her name is hard to say. Glorilla put out a song with Moneybagg Yo. The song is called On What You On. And I listened to it one time and I haven't listened to it since because that's not my mood. I don't even want to I don't even want that getting into my spirit because the lyrics are F my hoe, F that B. I don't F about none of this S, or I don't give a F about none of this S. Leave me alone, don't text my phone. It is what it is, I'm on what you on. F my ninja, he ain't ish, boy ain't good for nothing but D. I can't even read all this, but it's going back and forth. It's kind of giving that energy like Project Pat and LaChat back in the day with, you know, what was that song? Yeah, you like my outfit. Don't even fake the deal. I thought you said you had your girl on the light bill. Always in my face. Talking this and that. It's kind of giving that energy, but y'all just taking it from y'all just roasting each other to literally like, F you, we toxic, I'm matching your energy. I don't want to hear that. But that's their target audience. These folks are in their mid 20s. Maybe Moneybag Yo might be in his late 20s. But for the 30 something ladies, we need some more music that's going to promote where we are in life. And that's the same thing when it comes to Mary J. Blige. Everybody wants to see her going through pain because she has the best music when she's going through pain, and we want to have music that we can listen to tap into the pain and help us cry out whatever we going through. And then she's like, when she's happy and she's giving out joyful, happy, loving songs, don't nobody want to hear that. But it's like, that's kind of backwards. Like, yeah, everybody has their music that we want to listen to when we're in certain moods. But why are we promoting so much toxicity, disconnection, not liking each other, not loving each other, not needing each other? Yes, I did go into the character. Amen. I love the beautiful, soft, motivating women that is sexy AF, like Maya or Aaliyah, Phil or something. Just feminine vibes I could play around someone I'm feeling. Yes. So if you're tuning in late, I was just talking about the little snippet that Sierra shared with us with the song that she has coming out called For the Girls. And she's talking about this is for the girls that get money. This is for the girls that don't need no man. This is for the independent, yada, yada, yada. So speaking of that, I put out a journal in I don't know if it was 2020 or 2021, called How to Beat Single. And I put out a lot of content surrounding some of the things that are in this journal. It's still available if you want to purchase your own. And for some reason, I feel like a lot of people misunderstood my message. They thought that I was saying that I was trying to promote, not needing no man and just being single forever, if that makes sense. The purpose of the journal and the purpose of the content is to take advantage of the time that you are single, to heal while you are single, and to discover yourself and to let go of the baggage that you have pulled with you and that you continue to drag with you into new relationships. And then once you do all of that work, helping you to be better at intentional dating and helping you to manifest the love that you desire based on the lessons that you've learned, so you won't keep repeating the same cycles and making the same mistakes. It's not about, oh, this is the single girl's book, and if you want to be single all your life, this is what you do. No, it's not. And I also didn't want it to seem like it's necessarily the main purpose is to prepare for the next relationship. I didn't want any past, or let me see how I'm gonna say this. I didn't want it to be like you're stuck in being single, but also not prioritizing it. I'm doing this for somebody else. You're doing it for you so that you can be better for yourself. And then that's going to trickle into future relationships. So I just wanted to say that if somebody is single, and then it's not just for single people either. If somebody just wants to do the work and release some of that old baggage and learn some lessons and get some journaling prompts and activities and exercises that they can do to heal, that journal is still available. And also, I am a life coach, and I go through a 6-week healing program that is similar to the book. It's based off of the journal. And also, I have self-love programs and all of that. And I help people one-on-one who want to get further into their self-discovery journey, further into their self-love journey, their healing journey, or whatever it is that they need support with. So back to the show topic at hand. Speaking of the whole Sierra song, um, and where we are as black men and black women, because that's who I talk to. Um, we have gotten to the point where we act like we don't like each other, we don't need each other, and we don't want each other. And it's crazy to me because I'm listening to people. Again, I said I'm a coach, so I have clients, I have friends, I have people in my circle. I'm always on social media, not just scrolling just because, but I'm paying attention to what people are saying and how people are feeling. And I'm thinking, like, we literally all want the same things, but everybody is beefing with each other. Everybody is trying to say that they have it worse, that the other people are in the wrong, that, they don't want or need the other person. And it's just like, you really do. You really do. And you don't want to admit it for some reason. For some odd reason, it's almost like a thing to act like you don't want love. So I asked, and I've also just been listening to what men want from women. And so one of the trending answers, or the trending answer that I've been hearing since, I hate to keep name dropping him, but R.I.P. Kevin Samuels, since he came on the scene, most of the time when you ask a man these days what qualities they're looking for in a woman, their answer is for them to be feminine, fit, and friendly, or cooperative. And although those are qualities that men are looking for, I want to go deeper than that. I don't like please don't just give me the answer that someone else has given you. Like, let me hear what you actually want. And so between listening to people, listening to friends, taking surveys, and then I went to an event I told you all about a couple of weeks ago called What Men Don't Say. And some of the things that I heard them say, I just wanted to share that with you all. So some of the qualities that men are looking for from a woman are peace, empathy, validation, intimacy, reciprocation, the ability to manage a home and or budget, being a great parent, respect, understanding, intimacy, I said that already, affection, patience, loyalty, self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and appreciation, and of course, love. So I wanted to talk about a few of those. I think the three main themes that I saw was respect. Was it respect? Respect, the safe place, and trustworthiness. And when I hear these lists, these are all qualities that men said that they wanted from women. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, that's exactly what women are asking for as well. What, if there's any women listening, please tell me something on that list that you wouldn't desire from a man. Validation, intimacy, reciprocation, managing a home or budget, being a great parent, respect, understanding, affection, patience, loyalty, attractiveness. I don't know if I said that before. Sexual compatibility. Also some type of faith or spirituality. Another thing that men said at the event was modesty. And that can differ for different men. Some men might feel like what I have on right now is not modest enough. And shout out to A Plus Boutique, because this is an A Plus Boutique dress. But some men might look at what I have on now and feel like it's not modest enough. And other men might not mind what I have on or what I often wear, because I dress like this. But their idea of modesty might be another man doesn't have access to you, or another man might not see certain things that they're only privy to. Besides, cleavage is maybe not a big deal to them, but other parts might be. So that was I wouldn't say that was a big one, but that was one that a man was very adamant about, and a couple of the guys agreed with him. Also self-love. So if you don't love yourself, how you gonna love me, So I just think that it's important to really dive into these lists of thank you. Dive into these lists of what these men want and need and desire from women, because it kind of puts things into perspective. I don't think that anything on this list is asking for too much. One of the other things that is big for men, which I talked about before, but I'm not sure if I talked about it on this podcast, is appreciation. Most of the men that I know, I would say 8 times out of 10, maybe even 9 times out of 10, the biggest complaint that they have about their partner, if they're in a relationship or a marriage, is lack of appreciation. That's really big for men. And I've been seeing a lot of men talking about it on my timeline this week, ironically. So, Sweet Tea Inspiration says, sounds like some men are wanting a woman that has qualities like their mother's, yet a woman that's willing to wear 6-inch pumps in the bedroom. I agree. They do want a lot of the qualities that you would get from a mother, like nurturing, being able to take care of them, and let me see. Yeah, validation, even that validation, sometimes that could be motherly. I didn't mention anything about cooking and cleaning and all of those things. There's men that say those things too, but that's not what I really see as much anymore when I'm talking to people that actually know what they want. Those are the easy answers. Oh, I want a woman that can cook, that can clean, that can do this, do that. What do you really want and need? So the appreciation is really big for men. And I talked about it before that I feel like for women, of course, we want to be appreciated as well, but women really need to see effort. And men need the appreciation. And those two things go hand in hand. Like, if they're giving their effort and you're not, they're giving you effort and you're not showing them appreciation for it, it's probably because you don't feel like the effort is enough. And so I think it's important to figure out, what does effort look like? And then also to give them some grace, that if they are showing any type of effort, to at least appreciate them for doing that. But it's definitely a balance. Like, the men, you need to communicate with your woman about, what does effort look like to you? And that also goes hand in hand with love languages. Because if you are buying her flowers and all she wants to do is sit up and talk to you and have a great conversation, she might not even appreciate your effort of trying to just give her the flowers, because she feels neglected in the area of the quality time, which is her love language. Or you could be giving her a massage and she just wants to watch a movie with you. Or you could be, giving her gifts, giving her money, taking her shopping, and all she wants to do is get you to wash the dishes every now and then, because her love language is acts of service. So it's important to know each other's love language and also appreciate the effort that is being given, because everybody desires to be appreciated. So some of the qualities that women are looking for from men: quality time, attention, affection, respect, strength, sex appeal, tenacity, drive, motivation, emotional intelligence, feeling of safety, appreciation, trustworthiness. We said respect already. Loyalty. So you see how these lists are very similar. We all want the same things. And I think that for some odd reason, I just don't know the reason, y'all, this day and age, people are afraid to admit that they want love, that they want to be in a relationship, that they need a partner. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you can be, quote, I don't know. Why do we celebrate so much this independence? Because we all have to be independent by default because we're adults. A lot of the I'm independent is just adulting. You gotta, if you're grown, most likely you got your own place, or you got a living situation that is comfortable for you. You have a mode of transportation. You put groceries in your house. You pay your bills, because if you don't, you're not going to have nowhere to live. You're not going to be able to get around. You're not going to be able to eat. And you're not going to have no damn lights. So all of these things that we're bragging about as far as being independent, you're going to have to do that anyway, baby. That's by default. So why do we continue to celebrate something that's inevitable? And you can be all the things. You can still want a relationship and also be content while you're single, or not depressed or not sad, because that's another thing. There's a lot of single shaming going on, and people assume that you are miserable or lonely or bitter because you are single, when you might just be content, happy, going on with life, flowing, and waiting for the right time or the right person to come into your life. Um, Mike Chaco says, I think the problem is and has been and usually is based on the traits in a person versus attraction. Big facts. Very big facts. And that's another thing too. Um, Attraction is important. I'm not gonna lie, but it's not necessarily the number one quality that you should be looking for. But I definitely think attraction is important. But how does this person treat you? How do you feel when you're around them? What is it that you're trying to do with them in life? What is the end goal? What are your visions, and do they align with each other? What are your values, and do those align with each other? Those are more important questions to me. So y'all, this is gonna be a short episode. I just wanted to come on here and talk about the fact and shine light on the fact that everybody is pretty much wanting the same things. It's okay to admit that you want those things. You're not going to look like a simp or a sucker or a lame or whatever to admit that you want to be loved. We are in a time where dating is kind of rocky. Men and women are not really getting along well. There's battles, there's discussions and arguments and all of these things every week about different topics, whether or not it's appropriate to move out of the country and go to find love out of the country. What the black man is not doing, what the black woman is not doing, who's not feminine enough, who's not masculine enough. It boils down to find your person. Stop worrying about the people that aren't your person and don't fit the criteria of what you're looking for, and focus more on the people who do align with you. Sweet Tea Inspiration says, oftentimes when someone feels that they have options, they tend to opt out on opportunities. That's true as well. Okay, so in my coaching sessions, at the end of each coaching session, I pull a self-love card and a self-reflection card. And I'm trying to see that I pulled this before. I don't think so. But the self-love card, this is a prompt that you all can reflect on or you can journal about later on. And it is write out one thing you appreciate about the part of your body you're most insecure about. Write out one thing you appreciate about the part of your body you're most insecure about. That is a beautiful way to show yourself some self-love, to tap into the gratitude of whatever that body part is. And self-reflection card says, whose life seems most fulfilling to me? What does their life look like? And I believe I was having this conversation with someone yesterday. Instead of looking at somebody on what they have or what they have accomplished and getting upset about it or jealous about it or comparing yourself, use it as inspiration. So somebody that you admire, somebody that you look up to, somebody that has something going on that you desire to have, what life seems most fulfilling to you? Why? Tap into why, and tap into, is that something you want for yourself, or does it just look good for them? And if you want it for yourself, what are the actionable steps you have to take to get to that? Okay. Passport boys, I'm with it. The options came with attractiveness. That's the catch-22. The cuter usually, they're more unappreciative, and that's sad. I think we say that about people that are really attractive, that they're less appreciative, but I think that the key is to stop giving our time, attention, energy to people who don't like us the same way we like them. So sometimes we go for this drop dead gorgeous person and they're not giving us the energy that shows us that we are just as liked and desired by them as we do them, or as we feel about them. So if you're not getting that energy back, you're always going to feel like whatever they do is just unfair, when you're just, it's on you, really. If they don't like you like that, keep it moving. I think that there are very attractive people that are good people. We have this stereotype that attractive people are not, they don't have great qualities and great character. So just find you somebody that you think looks good and that actually likes you, and I think your perspective will change. But anywho, thank you all for tuning in tonight. If you would like a life coaching session, please click the link in my bio for my discovery call link, and you can schedule something so that we can discuss further on how I can support you on your journey. And thank you all for tuning in live. And make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel at Asha Cerise. Thank you for all your comments. I'm gonna screenshot this one and I'll reply to you later. But anyway, y'all have a good night, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Good night.